Good morning. My name is Liz and I'm from Job Service Kalispell. I'm happy to welcome you to day number 3 of the Workforce Flathead Opportunity Fair. We are happy to have Shay from Kalispell Automotive Group today with us. Excuse me.
Mhm.
And she's going to tell us a little bit about Kalispell Auto Group as well as some of the jobs that you have currently open. So
Yeah,
take it away, Shay.
awesome. So, like she mentioned, I'm Shay Llewellyn. I oversee all the hiring and onboarding of everyone who comes into all three of our dealerships here in Kalispell. It's Toyota, Ford, and Volkswagen. So, anytime you see something come up with any of those dealers, I'm going to be the voice on the other end of the phone or emails coming straight from my fingers. So I am excited to share with you guys what we have to offer at our dealer group and how it relates to the service and trade fields. So I have some information to share with you just generally about who we are. So our vision is to be so effective that we're able to help others. And that comes from really top all the way down to the bottom. So all three of the dealers are owned by Jared Gandrud, and he actually started in the car industry as a wash bay attendant. So he really understands what it's like to commit to an organization and an industry and really work your way all the way through. So he went from wash bay attendant to shuttle driver to lot attendant to sales. And then from sales, he stepped into management. And then after only 4.5 years, crossed over into that general manager role of an entire dealership. Then 3 years after that, he purchased what is now Kalispell Toyota. And then since then, you can see there in 2014 and 2016, we added Volkswagen and Ford to the bunch. So we really understand what it's like to value local talent and to see what it's like to invest in our own resources of our employees. Because when we see the folks in there and we're working with them every day, we know their potential and we can just see how much they can grow within an organization and really invest back into our people, which then invest back into the organization as a whole. So our mission, all three of the dealerships in our auto group all together, is to be an industry leader. Our goal is to provide unmatched quality automotive products and services. And then we also recognize that we have the opportunity to meet needs. And we aim to provide an atmosphere that encourages employee teamwork, integrity, and excellence, and constant growth. Like we mentioned with Jared's story, there's so much that our employees can grow into in the industry, and then also continually improve sales, service, and operational standards to ensure long-term market leadership and profitability. Our other mission that we like to focus on is exceeding expectations. And we exceed our customers and employees' expectations. And we realize that when we do that, we can maintain their loyalty for a lifetime. So some of the other things that we feel it's really important for our employees as well as our customer base to really understand is that we're not just here to push cars on people. We really are a company and an organization that value our employees. And we know that when we do that, it comes out in the way that they interact with our customers. So as a leadership team, we recognize that having core values of honesty, integrity, responsibility, and accountability, these things really resonate with our staff. And having an unconditional dedication to excellence is something that our customers see on a daily basis, whether they're coming into our sales floor or they're dropping their car off for an oil change. They know that they're going to get excellence every single time. And cooperation and communication is just standard in everything that we do, employee to employee, customer to customer. We know that that is pivotal in what we do and being this community piece. And that leads to our people, taking care of our people so that our people can take care of others, going back to our vision of being so effective that we can be helpful to others. That comes straight from leadership into our people, into our customers. And then with ongoing improvement, we're not okay with just staying the same. Everything changes and we're excited to change along with it. So that goes to constant improvement and ongoing education and providing opportunities for personal, professional, and organizational growth. Again, going back to Jared's story, starting out in the wash bay, washing cars, and then handfuls of years later, he's coming owning 3 dealerships. So we really get what that means to have that self-improvement, professional improvement also. And here in Kalispell, being a good community citizen, we love our small town feel and taking care of our folks. And that comes through in everything that we do. We love being part of our community, and this is just a handful of the organizations that we feel it's important to invest in, and we encourage all of our employees to be part of it and just really connecting back with our small town feel. So now going into what it is that we're looking for in people that we want to add to our team. So most people, when they think of the car industry, they think of, oh, I'm not cut out to be a salesman. But being part of the automotive industry is so much more than selling cars. Things that we look for in our hires are people who are motivated and detail oriented. We have so many positions that are performance driven, where we recognize and incentivize and reward that. And there's also things where it's process oriented, where you can see a structure and you like the structure and you push things through along that one. And then when it comes to service, being meticulous, problem solver, self-disciplined, and overall just being a good team member really contributes to what it is that we are as a dealer group. And if you don't have experience in the car industry already, that's okay. You don't have to, because we believe in training, and we believe that with the right attitude, anyone can fit in any role. So folks who have experience in customer service, any type of gasoline or diesel vehicle mechanics, anything in that regard, or maybe just like Jared, you started out washing cars or doing detail vehicle reconditioning. Part of that is translated in through other brands like Lexus, Audi, and again, the ones that we have in our dealer group, Toyota, Ford, and Volkswagen. And then going back to the personal and professional growth, there's so many opportunities to progress through our dealerships in the auto industry, customer service, mechanical, electrical, specific trade work, and just automotive experience in general. When we bring folks on board as part of our service program or service departments, there's many different ways that these employees are compensated. Some of the positions are just a per hour rate, and going back to that incentivizing performance, there's that fixed billable. So if you complete a 6-hour job in 4 hours, you're actually getting paid for 6 hours worth of work. That's what that fixed billable means. I know it can be kind of tricky if that's not something that you're familiar with. And a lot of these positions have that performance percentage bonus, where if you exceed a certain percentage of efficiency, you're compensated with a bonus. We also have lots of opportunities for overtime, certain positions where if you're hungry to work or you're eager to jump on board, we are excited to have you and offer that overtime incentive. We do focus on education and really investing back into our folks, because we know that if we treat our employees well, they're going to stay, and we value that loyalty. And we know that that is one of the big things that people look for is they want to go to work every day and respect the company that they work for and enjoy their work. So these are just a small list of training programs that we offer or sponsor or offer reimbursement for, or even just pay straight out for you to participate in. And we believe that continuing education is really important. That way we can help stay as industry leaders and meeting the needs of our customers and really taking it on that way. When it comes to the different jobs that we have to offer, you don't have to come in with high-level mechanic experience or long work history of being in the automotive industry. Like with Jared's story, starting out in wash bay or being a shop hand or greeter, concierge, that's where we pull that customer service element in. Folks who can just connect with people. And we realize that even though there's a job to be done in taking care of a vehicle, there's still that person component. So customer service comes through in everything that we do and all the positions that we have. So it's just a small example of the entry-level positions that we have to offer, even if you don't have any experience in the automotive industry. Once you do find that you have skills and experience that are relevant to service and taking care of vehicles, some of the positions that we have are express lane or quick lube or TXM, which is Toyota Express Maintenance. You can be a writer for those. So putting the jobs together for that, becoming a technician assistant, and then also on the back end of things, really taking care of the vehicles. So buffing the vehicles, paint corrections, and handling those types of things. And then after you've been part of the organization for a while or part of the industry, there's so many opportunities that are available. Being a service writer, a recall advisor, really digging into the experience that you would have as an industry professional, being a service technician, a dispatcher even. So coordinating all the goings-ons of the back end of service drive. And then with paintless dent repair, that's essentially an art in service. And taking care of vehicles with heat tools and pushing and pulling the different materials that we have on cars and vehicles, trucks. We have such a great need for that here in the Valley. And then also with windshield repair. Unfortunately, that's a thing where you're following behind someone and rocks are attracted to windshields. We do offer that service to our customers, and then also taking care of vehicle trade-ins in that regard. So making sure that everything is ready to turn over into what could be potential sales with used vehicles, or even just our regular customers who come in for service. When you work for our dealerships, there's many different schedules that are available. It really just depends on the position. This is just an example of what that looks like. And then we do have many benefits that are available as part of our compensation package, everything from insurance to paid holidays and discounts and products, services. And then some of the openings that we have right now are at that entry level, looking for wash bay attendants, quick lube techs, detailers, buffers, service technicians of both lower mid-range and as well as master technicians. And then non-service related things would be product specialists, and then also some office staff with appointment setting and sales and service, both full-time and part-time across our dealerships. So that's an overview of who we are. It's Kalispell Automotive Group, serving our customers through Toyota, Ford, and Volkswagen. Again, I'm Shay Llewellyn. I do all the hiring, recruiting, and onboarding for all three of our locations. And we would love for you to check out everything that we have to offer, all those postings that I listed on that site there, hierology.com, Rydell Kalispell jobs. And that is what I have for you. And I'm certainly open to answering any questions about anything I shared about, or just curious about the automotive industry in general. I'd love to answer some questions for you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That's so interesting and a great story with Jared moving up. And if anyone has any questions, you can feel free to drop those down in the Q&A. One question I have is, what's your favorite thing about working for Kalispell Auto Group?
Oh my goodness. They just enjoy relationship building. And we really do focus on employee connection. We have an all employee text message where everyone gets a notice for employee of the month. And so you can see which of your peers are being recognized and what they're being recognized for. So that's really great, the way that they invest back in and they communicate it, because investing is one thing, but making sure that you're in communication with your staff is a huge difference, because you could have great leadership, but if they're not hearing from you and if you're not hearing from them, that can be a huge disconnect. But that is something that us here at Kalispell Auto Group, they really make sure that the leadership is connected to all levels of employees.
That's great. Do you ever hire summer, seasonal, or remote work?
We absolutely do summer and seasonal. We have so many folks coming into the Flathead Valley for tourism, and a lot of times they come in for service before or after they head out on their adventures. So bringing folks in for greeters, and in that service drive, we're always looking for quality, good attitude, motivated folks to come in for summer and seasonal. Right now, we don't have many opportunities that are remote, but with the way the world is going, we're not opposed to changing as the world changes. But right now, we are looking to engage with employees on site, with the rest of the teams.
Great. Well, we are just about out of time, so we really thank you for coming and sharing all this great information. Again, up on the screen is the best way to get a hold of Shay and to look at all the jobs. A reminder that all these presentations are being recorded and placed on the workforceflathead.com website, as well as YouTube, Job Service Kalispell YouTube page. So if anyone would like to go back and review this later, feel free to do that. And thank you so much for joining us, Shay.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you have a great day.
Awesome. You too.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.